Hello to all my quarantine parents stuck at home with their kids. Today we're going to do some kid-friendly watercolors. You will need blank paper, some form of plastic sheet, washable markers, some form of water. I'm using a spray bottle, but you can also just use a paintbrush. Step 1, have your little kiddo color all over that plastic sheet. I found that page protectors work the best for this part. You can limit the younger kids to specific colors that blend together well, or just let them go crazy. After you have enough color, you're going to want to wet it somehow. So I'm using the spray bottle, but you can also just flick water on with a paintbrush. Be careful not to use too much because it will run all over. Next, have your child press down the paper onto the plastic. And you'll have a beautiful watercolor with supplies that you already have at your house. All you have to do is wipe the plastic clean with a paper towel. Stay tuned for a part 2 to see what you can do with the watercolors when you're done. Hey guys, here's your part 2 of what you can do with your watercolors when you're done with them. Here I am just tracing out flowers on them to cut out. I did super simple flower designs that are just petals. Then I cut them all out and grabbed a blank piece of paper, then started gluing them all over the paper. I like to only glue the middle so they still pop off the page. You could also use a blue or black background. I only had white though. Next you want to draw stems on. I just used the markers that I already had. I added more details like grass and leaves to the stems. And yes, there is green marker all over my kitchen table. I also added smaller details like the middles and other little accents. And then you have your own beautiful watercolor garden. This allows kids to practice cutting, gluing, and coloring. You could also just draw on top of the watercolors. Stay tuned for some more art!